Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Kaspa charts and we're going to see where it might be headed, and we will cover both bullish and bearish scenarios as well, like always, and just to cover all of the possibilities. Now, for those of you who love trading crypto and would like to try out the same exchange that I use on a daily basis, feel free to go ahead and try out the Blowfin exchange with the link in the video description down below this video. I personally love this exchange because if you are from the United States and you want to trade crypto futures, then you can trade crypto futures right here on the Blowfin exchange. They allow anybody from pretty much anywhere to be able to sign up and trade crypto futures, which is pretty nice for those of us like me who live in the United States. All right, guys, so let's go ahead, take a look and see what Kaspa is currently doing. All right. So here we got Kaspa on the daily chart. As you guys can clearly see, we have got a current cycle high here at around 20 cents, and we've got some strong resistance here also at around 18.4 cents. And where we are currently trading right now, we've currently got support down here at 15.3 cents. And as you guys can clearly see, we are currently trading within a pretty crystal clear ascending triangle going on right here as well, okay? For those of you who aren't familiar with ascending triangles, typically they are bullish triangles, usually 9 times out of 10. Sometimes they do end up falling below. I mean, obviously, you know, charting patterns, they are not guarantees, but 9 times out of 10, they do end up breaking up towards to the upside. So hopefully we end up seeing that happen. But the thing I want to talk about here with Kaspa, as far as what's going on currently, as far as the current price action is concerned, is we are currently trading underneath both the 50 period and the 20 period EMAs, as you guys can clearly see right here. Now, usually when we are in an uptrend, usually the 50 period EMA is on the bottom and the 20 period is on the top, as you guys can clearly see right here in this uptrend going on right here. And as you guys can clearly see, recently we had a cross and the 50 period is on top and the 20 period is on bottom. So we have got some bearish signals going on right here, but we are also in an ascending triangle going on right here as well. So they kind of equal out and we kind of just have to wait and see what's going to happen. All right. Now, what I want to personally see happen, what I would love to see happen here is if altcoins continue to end up putting out some decent price action and start rising here. What I fully expect to see happen is I fully expect to see the next daily candle or the one after that to start trending upwards and go above both of the 20 period and 50 period EMAs here on the daily, and eventually get back upwards up to the top of this ascending triangle and bust right through it. Now, if it does end up busting right through it, and we say we go up and we bust right through it, we will end up coming up to this resistance area of 18.4 cents. Now, at this point in time, when we end up hitting this level, I expect that we will end up having some resistance and we will probably come back down for a minor pullback before hopefully gaining momentum if the momentum is there and finally being able to shoot right past it and right through it. Realistically, there is all kinds of good, solid money in Kaspa right now. All right, this thing has been literally climbing upwards for a very long time, and that typically shows you that there is all kinds of momentum in this specific coin. So I have no doubt that if momentum stays in this coin and people continue to keep buying and buying and buying, I have no doubt that, you know, we'll be able to end up going past this 20.7 cent area and creating a new cycle high once again. All right, now there is a chance that things could turn bearish as well. All right, so for instance, if this cross ends up playing out and momentum starts weakening instead, there is a good possibility we could end up dropping out of this ascending triangle. And if we do end up dropping out of this ascending triangle, what will happen is we'll drop down and we'll probably end up hitting this support level right here and possibly going back up to the top of the triangle, or maybe even a little bit higher. And if momentum still isn't enough to, you know, start building and go upwards again, we'll end up hitting that triangle right there and going back down and finally breaking through this support level and heading down towards the next major support level down here that we created at this high back in May of 2024, which is around 13.3 cents. Now, we all don't want to see that happening, but it's all going to depend on what the overall altcoin market is doing as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the overall altcoin total 3 market cap chart and see what we got going on here. So with the altcoin total 3 market cap chart, we can clearly see that altcoins went up all the way, so far have gone all the way up to the 50 period EMA. As you guys can clearly see, we literally touched the very bottom of that 50 period EMA and rejected it almost immediately and started coming back down. No surprise there, right? I mean, go figure, right? Realistically, altcoins have not been doing good lately. I mean, it seems like every time we go up, we always end up getting rejected and end up dropping back down. And that's exactly what is happening right here, as we can clearly see it. Now, if we go ahead and zoom into the 4-hour real quick, I will go ahead and show you this current structure that we're currently in, because what I was looking at in the last few days is we were in a descending triangle right here, which is, it's pretty ironic, because usually a descending triangle, we end up usually breaking to the downside in a descending triangle. Realistically, yesterday we ended up breaking to the upside out of it and going up to this midterm resistance area up here of around $579 billion. And this is where we ended up getting rejected. We ended up rejecting it. So clearly we're not going any higher than that right now at the current time of me filming this video. But currently it is starting to make its way back upwards, as you guys can clearly see in the green candle right here. So if we do end up eventually breaking through this $579 billion midterm resistance area and break through it with very strong momentum, and can actually sustain that momentum and possibly flip this into support and create a very large higher low right in here, this will be very, very good for altcoins, especially Kaspa. So if that does end up happening, we can fully expect that Kaspa will probably end up going through and breaking up above this ascending triangle and start heading back upwards towards this 18.4 cent level, guys. So overall here, everyone, before I go ahead and wrap up this video, if you guys feel like you got some decent value out of this one and you enjoyed this video, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the like button below the video, and leave me a comment below on your personal thoughts on where you think the price of Kaspa is going to go here in the short to midterm. And hey guys, with that said, for those of you who stuck around and watched this video throughout the whole thing, thank you guys very much. I appreciate all of you, and I hope to see all of you in my future videos.